For tonight's movie, we got the Robert Eggers 2024 adaptation of Nosferatu. I had the choice between the regular theatrical cut and the extended cut, which I guess adds another 4 minutes. I don't know if it improved upon the theatrical version or not, because I haven't seen either. But I'm going to play the extended cut anyway, just because, hey, I like to have extra footage. I've already seen the original, and of course I've also seen Werner Herzog's adaptation of Nosferatu, and I've seen Shadow of the Vampire. Generally, I like Nosferatu better than the Dracula character, even though they're, Count Orlok and Count Dracula are basically the same thing. They only really got switched because of copyright issues. I just like the look of Count Orlok better. I like vampires that look messed up and old. I like the long, spindly fingers. I like the rat teeth incisors instead of, just the long canines. I like that he's ugly and decrepit and bald. It looks like a thing that lives amongst tombs, He doesn't look like a frilly shirt-wearing Eurotrash type of vampire. Here we go. Old-timey looking credits there. Kind of a nice touch.
Come to me, the guardian angel.
I read somewhere that Lily-Rose Depp, she was heavily inspired by Isabella Gianni from Possession. I probably shouldn't have read that, because now I've got heavy expectations on her acting. And the only other thing that I've seen her act in is clips from Yoga Hosers, and it wasn't good. It's been a long time since that movie came out, so she might have matured a lot, but still, those are huge shoes to fill.
Spirit of comfort, spirit of any celestial sphere, anything, come to me.
That's her own voice. Oh, no, she's already been ensorcelled by vampirism. Latin? Alright. It's a really desaturated color palette. I like the font, too.
I swear.
And Nosferatu's got those... Oh! I was just about to say that Nosferatu's got those long fingers, so he's hitting the right spots, but I think he hit a very wrong spot, too. Nosferatu. Das Vampir. Vampir? Years later. Doesn't matter how many.
Thomas.
She's got that classic haircut.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
That's a relief.
I really must be off.
Tally-ho! I think he's supposed to be a real estate guy? I forget exactly what job he's supposed to have. Bob Cratchit. It looks like I'm looking at something straight out of Dickens.
You have kept him a quarter hour.
Sorry, Mr. Scrooge. I just recognized that guy. This is the guy from, oh god, that Nicolas Cage Dracula movie, Renfield. Yeah, he plays Renfield. As much as I dislike that movie, I don't think he was particularly bad. Just had a shitty script to work with.
Come in.
It is Mr. Scrooge.
Allow me to extend my congratulations to your wife. She truly is beautiful. A nonpareil, almost a sylph.
All right, calm down.
Yes, thank you, sir.
I have been entertaining dealings with a foreign count. He has one foot in the grave, so to speak.
Oh my god, he's got a boobo growing on his head. You see that?
He's too infirm to travel, so you needs must journey to him.
And what was the Count's name?
Orlok.
Why is the boss ominous? Is it some kind of setup? Holy Bloodborne, man. Great sets.
And I shall have to set off tomorrow.
Why have you killed these beautiful flowers? Throw them out!
She reminds me a little of Christina Ricci. I think it's the forehead.
What is
I
this?
must tell you my dream.
The doctors advise never...
It was our wedding. Above was an impenetrable thundercloud outstretched beyond the hills. When I reached the altar, you weren't there. Standing before me, all in black, was death. But I was so happy, so very happy. We exchanged vows, we embraced. When we turned around, Everyone was dead.
Sounds like an awesome wedding to me.
Everyone. The stench of their bodies was horrible.
Then they played the chicken dance song.
But I'd never been so happy as I held hands with death.
Melodramatic.
Never speak these things aloud. Everything is well.
No emotions. My petticoat is too tight for that.
It portends something awful for us.
I must complain about his sideburns. They look fake. Even if they're real, they look fake.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hit that, bro.
You always wear a ratting gait.
There is a monster in the room! Papa! Papa!
Papa! She's very thin. I wonder if she lost weight for the role. Meanwhile, this is me. I feel like they've been spying on me.
It is entirely as you have demanded.
Have you so little faith in me?
And you're right to me every day.
All right, we get it. You love each other. Okay, get in the damn carriage. Oh, he's just riding a horse. No way. He's going to the Carpathian Mountains. No way. What is love? Lady, don't hurt me. Beautiful. It's the Carpathian Mountains. They're just robbing him blind. Oh god, the trip was awful. I was touched by so many gypsies. Everything smelled like goulash. You can dance like that too. All you're doing is just slapping yourself. Big deal. He's just walking over her like she's a doormat. Everybody thinks everything's funny in this movie, dude. It is funny. His hat's stupid. Stromboli. Wait, you want the holy mind of God to bugger them? It's a colorful insult. You ain't banishing me with garlic. I love that shit. That's like the one thing, well, I don't know if it'd be the one thing, but that'd be like top 5 things that would suck about being a vampire. No more garlic. It's a crazy ass shower cap, huh? Sacrifice? Big ass steak, man. Let me guess, nobody's been there for a really long time. Do I remember he was in the menu? Was he Anya's date? Was he that asshole? I don't remember if that was him or not. All you white people look the same to me, man. I gotta say, if there was ever a Bloodborne movie, I always thought Nicholas Winding Refn would be a great director, but looking at this movie, I think Eggers could nail the look. Expressway to Canehurst. Sweet. An automatic carriage. So ahead of its time. Well, it's like he's not even ascending stairs. He must really want that job to get in that thing, man. I will say, too, now that I have it paused, one quick complaint that I have. I don't mind the desaturated color palette, that's fine. I just kind of wish that the lighting was a little bit harsher, so it would look more contrasty. Because as it stands right now, like, everything is just maybe a little touch... It might just be my monitor, but it feels a touch too dark to me. Sorry about the lack of roof. They're putting that in next week. The door didn't make that noise when it opened.
You are late. The midnight hour has passed.
Forgive me, Count.
Of
course, sir.
Lord.
Pardon me, sir.
Your lord.
Forgive me.
Sit.
Thank you.
The look on his face.
Drink.
Dude could use some Theraflu, huh? Maybe a Z-Pack. Close bong rip. I don't think he could clear a bong.
Their filthy ritual.
What manner of
ritual.
Speak not of it again! How I look forward to retiring to your city of a modern mind. Who knows nothing of such morbid fairy tales.
Do you think Bill Skarsgård, like, got lightheaded in between doing his lines? Because I think I would, dude. Needs an iron lung.
Eat.
No, thank you. What's it, just a cold rat?
Take heed what you do. I might ease your wound. Your face shows you unwell.
He's had the same expression since he walked in.
Careful, children. Keep from that filth.
Which filth? It's all filth.
I feel at times as if you were not a person.
Sometimes I do feel like a hat.
Look at the sky. Look at the sea. Does it never call to you? Urge you? Something is close at hand.
I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she does really kind of strike me as like she got the lead in a school play. She's looking out into the crowd for her dad to, you know, be holding up a camcorder. That's my daughter. I can't do a Johnny Depp. Sorry. I just kind of act like I just had a stroke. That's my best Johnny Depp impression. Who wants shit on my camcorder? Like, it's getting real nasally. I can't do it.
Destiny.
Johnny Depp. Yeah, I mean, I've liked him in quite a few roles. No, he's done some good stuff.
Hello? Count?
Don't forget to try the continental breakfast. Again, it's just another cold dead rat on the floor with like an orange slice on it. So, you got a bathroom, or should I just kind of go anywhere? It's got to take like 12 minutes just to get your pants down. All that crap they wear. 3 holes in his chest?
A maiden's token, I see. Your bride.
Yes.
May I?
Incidentally, I have letters to her. I would post if I may.
I'm waiting for, like, the big reveal, because you notice they haven't completely shown Count Orlok. Not in full. Not yet. Let me guess, he's signing something that he's not, that he probably shouldn't sign. Why is there a notary Lucifer? What does that mean? God, what great script.
Are we neighbors?
It is my good fortune, my lord. My lord, if I may be slightly unsubtle in my approach.
You're very creepy.
I have been enduring the most irregular dreams. I fear I am taken ill.
I have the most irregular bowel movements.
Well, rest yourself.
My lord!
I don't even have a bed.
Count, you have my locket!
Man, a good drinking game for this movie would be like, take a shot every time somebody, like, wakes up in a start from a dream. There's a lot of, like, time skipping and stuff. It's kind of interesting, and I do like the way Dracula just kind of teleports around. 3 on the top, 2 on the bottom. See, it's really cool, too, the way the camera will help abbreviate space. There was that really cool scene earlier when they were going up the stairwell, and I keep wanting to say Dracula, and Count Orlok sort of teleports into the room as they're going up the stairs, and the way that the camera follows it, it's like a signature Robert Eggers thing. He like hides the cuts with transitions. Man, I would have like pocketed a couple of candles or something at least. Cool reveal. Damn, he's a little more yoked than I expected. Like, I expected him to look way more emaciated. I guess technically he has had some blood lately. Yeah, swole up. He like a tick. It's Nicolas Cage! That'd be funny if Nicolas Cage showed up. Hey, that's my human slave. Oh no, he's gonna get your G-spot. Look out. Weird that he goes for the chest. I do remember from Herzog's Nosferatu, Nosferatu went for the boob a lot. Like, even if you look at promo photos, I think maybe even the movie poster, he's always got one hand on the tit. Which, you know, I don't blame him. Am I a vampire? Do I look like a Nosferatu?
I see. Well, if it continues, I'm disposed to recommend that she sleep in her corset. Calms the womb and revives circulation.
Tightens the organs.
And if her stirring escalates, you can always tie her to the bed.
Oh, he's coming.
I'll increase the ether.
Doctor, there's something wrong with my wife. She appears to be experiencing pleasure. We'll put a stop to that. Okay.
Not even to your... at the shipyard.
Don't touch me.
I must discover something.
Oh, for heaven's sake,
Thomas!
you cannot leave unaccompanied.
I am most sensitive, your ardent nature.
Don't touch me. That hat doesn't make you look taller, dude.
Friedrich, be not a churl.
Let us only please talk of something else.
Let's talk about my hat.
Our little Friedrich.
Well,
He's churlish, like his father. Ew. I wish I had a girl that looked at me the way she looks at Count Orlok. Convulsing with her eyes thrown backwards. I wonder if people in the theater laughed. I haven't got any spoilers for this movie, but I did read that some of the complaints were the acting. Specifically, Lily-Rose Depp, specifically hers, and the guy who plays Friedrich, Aaron Taylor Johnson. People were really complaining about his acting, which I don't think it's terrible. I haven't noticed it being particularly bad. I don't know how believable he is whenever it comes to, like, portraying a character of this time period. There's a tinge to the acting that I believe is intentional. This stage play, almost over-emotive silent acting style. But I suppose I could see people who aren't used to this sort of thing and having no context for it, just watching it and just writing it off as bad acting. But I also think on top of that, too, I think maybe Depp, she's maybe a little bit try-harding it, just a little bit.
Saw him screaming and a-groaning. Killed 3 sheep with his bare hands. And he was eating them raw.
What is Shanghai Nights? Man, we really need to bring back facilities like this to properly take care of our mentally ill.
What seems to be the trouble?
Something that also kind of messes with me, too, is that they're supposed to be in Germany, but everybody sounds British. You would think, considering how much of a stickler Eggers is for, being true to time period, that he would get German actors, or at least, feign some kind of German accent. I wonder if it's a studio thing. I wonder. Yeah, they do. They, meaning, the industry or whatever, they do that a lot. I'm saying Eggers himself, it doesn't seem like something, it just seems like the type of guy who would want to, no, these people are German. Strange.
What do you have there?
My shit?
Look, this is a
That's the dad and the witch. You're right. As soon as you said it, I heard it. Oh. Straight up Osborned it.
And devour.
Now, my good fellow, why would you do that? No one wants to hurt you, my dear friend.
I wouldn't walk at him like that. You're kind of standing the way a pigeon would. It's very dangerous.
Devour.
Tighten the corset more! It's too loose! Devourance of the G-spot. I've been there before.
Cigar?
No, thank you.
20 is enough, thank you. He'd be a great audiobook reader, huh?
He shares a similar motto to Frau Hutter. He is coming.
What? Where the devil are you, Thomas?
Yeah, I imagine it's scenes like that that got people going, oh wow, this guy's acting is terrible. There is an affectation. Some actors get away with it a little bit better than others. Witch Dad does a lot of voice acting. He's in Diablo 4. Okay, fair enough. It's got a good resonance. I wish I had a voice like that, you know? Jealous. I just sound like a trash can man. You could train your voice not to get that kind of quality. That's natural.
He became obsessed with the work of Paracelsus, Agrippa, and the like.
Paracelsus, huh?
Tossed out of the university. Laughed out of his home country.
This sounds like it's out of Frankenstein. This is what got Frankenstein kicked out of the university. You could make a comparison to this and Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein. I'm not going to call it Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It was Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein. It was like way more over the top and melodramatic than what we're seeing here. Branagh just like went off the rails, dude. Have I mentioned I love that font? What font is that? You know, another complaint that I saw online for this movie is people didn't like the way Count Orlok looked. I think it looks pretty good. The big sticking point was the mustache, which again, I don't get. You look at paintings of Vlad Tepes, he's got mustaches in like every painting. So I don't know, maybe that's jarring to people, but I think the makeup looks pretty good, what we've seen of it so far. Willem Dafoe. William? Why did I say William? He played Max Schreck, aka Count Orlok, in Shadow of the Vampire. I gotta watch that movie again.
A dear friend of yours has some rare ailment.
Some sort of rod stuck up his ass. Willem is an odd name, to be fair. I don't even think that's his actual name. I think his name is William. He just goes by Willem. Like somebody messed up his name once and he just kept it. God, I love the camera movement.
Untie this child at once!
It's all I could do to keep her from tearing the room to ribbons.
Untie her.
Dude, she's just like flopping around in bed. What are you talking about?
Drugged?
I've been administering an opiate. That's all.
She cannot be clouded. Step away, step away.
Man, it's been a long time. I really do want to go back and watch those old movies, see if they hold up, or if I would appreciate them more. I remember the first time I watched Herzog's movie, I thought it looked really good, but it was just very, very slow moving, and I kind of lost patience with it. But I was like a teenager when I watched it. I'm sure I would have a different attitude now. Speaking of, though, Morgan mentioned something about the Nosferatu look being so iconic. I remember Klaus Kinski, who played Count Orlok in Herzog's version. I think he had big long nails, but other than that, they just slapped a bald cap on him and gave him buck teeth. That was mostly just Klaus Kinski, because he looks like a freak in the first place. Because he is a freak.
I was so very alone, you see, and I wished for comfort. Papa found me once laying, unclothed. I was. My body, my
nipples.
Soon, he said, I shan't go.
No.
He's like, go on.
It all ended when I first met my Thomas. From our love, I became as normal.
Yeah.
Does evil come from within us or from beyond?
A trance state has begun. You have led her to decrease the congestion.
Of course.
Menstruations are also
liberal.
Too much blood.
That is a problem, I hear.
Is not with us.
Yes, I do protest.
Damn.
She communes now with another realm. Tend to the wound, Sivers.
Fix that thing I just did.
Speak now what you see.
A spectre of death.
I'm just imagining Johnny Depp watching this and being very uncomfortable.
Turn it off!
Hearken to my voice.
Vicar Amelia?
I shall persist to join you every night. Everyone will cry. There will be none to bury the dead.
Okay, was that supposed to be like the voice of the devil or the voice of Orlok? Because if it was supposed to be Orlok, she probably should have did the accent. You know? Roll the R's a little bit.
This dear young creature is possessed of some spirit.
Father Christmas? She been writhing good?
Discoveries of...
I guess. It's okay. I'm not taken away by her performance, that's for sure. But it hasn't been awful. Like I said, it's kind of borderline for me.
Demonic spirits more easily obsess those whose lower animal functions dominate.
And you did say that she bleeds a lot.
No more ether.
But she will rave all the night.
Then rave she must.
I gotta work in the morning, dude. Can she rave outside? God bless. I wonder if the classic vampire rules apply in terms of how you kill them.
His lordship has come.
Cool. You could play Canuck for sure. Thanks. I do practice spitting out tapioca. The horse is like, well, my job's done.
You were right. Yes, you're looking.
It's past 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I was expecting like a rat with a little message. You know how sometimes they'll hold things in their little hands?
It's a plague ship.
That ship got fucked up.
There it is, your lordship.
Again, great job with the setting.
The broker lives.
Perk Plus.
I shall taste of you.
I shall taste of your head and shoulders. That's a shampoo for dandruff. All right, this is like another thing that I heard about the movie before it was coming out. Just the use of hundreds and hundreds of live rats. It's just not necessary. So far in every scene that they've used rats, CGI would have looked fine. You don't need to distress a bunch of rats over this. Every interview that you see, not just with Eggers, but with directors, when they work with animals on a scale like this especially, they always complain. They're like, oh, they pissed on everything. Oh, it was hard to get this take or that take or what. Yeah, because they're not actors. You don't need them in movies. Stop putting them in movies. Leave them alone.
Perhaps it was only your wish to see Thomas returned and your...
Why is she wearing a tea doily on her head?
Flagrant rodent bites here and here.
Both testicles? I see, yes. Did you get Jack Black flavored Doritos? I don't think I'd want to try those, dude. I'm a sweet chili fan. Cool. Classic style shot. Shadow of the hand going over the city.
Certainly you've read Glazer's treatise on the pestilent revenants of the eastern frontiers of the Habsburg Empire.
Oh yeah, everybody's read that.
By feeding on the heart blood of the living.
Oh, the heart blood. That's why the chest. Hey, I got a hanky with that same pattern on it.
Anna.
Medieval devilry.
I have seen things in this world that would have made Isaac Newton crawl back into his mother's womb. We have not become
cool.
So.
It is your nature.
I love Thomas.
Love is inferior to you.
Cool line.
I am an appetite.
Another cool line.
Nothing more.
You cannot love.
I cannot. Yet I cannot be sated without you.
It's just as good, right? What do you think his breath smells like?
I abhor you.
Ew.
You are false! So you wish me to prove my enmity as well?
Tulips? Nah, I'm thinking more like Jack Black Doritos. Oh, gotta take another shot. Is she getting fucked by a rat? I guess kinda. I will say another kind of an issue that I have with it is that there's a lot of like jump scare cuts that they're doing. It feels a little cheap to me. Like he doesn't have to do that. The movie's really good with how it's maintaining its atmosphere. And this is a very long movie, but I just kind of wish that he let the creep factor sit a little bit longer instead of trying to do a lot of these like jump scare type things. It's just, I don't know. It's a taste thing. It hasn't been terrible, but I'm not the best judge on whether or not jump scares are effective, but it just feels a little cheap to me. Other than that, like, I can't really think of a whole lot of things to complain about with this. I like it so far. I don't know about you guys.
May I see the girls?
You think she's gonna, like, give birth to a big rat?
I don't know myself. What is this insufferable darkness? A demon!
Frau Hutte, forgive me, but I need you and Thomas.
To fuck off.
We're all in the most grave danger. I throw myself into
Frau Hutte!
Why do you hate me?
Because you're weird.
Know your place, madam.
I will not.
You shan't vote. He's just a little stiff, isn't he?
I pray you learn to conduct yourself with more deference.
Anna is going to die.
He was also in Kick-Ass. Did he play Kick-Ass? I didn't care for that movie. I liked Nicolas Cage in it, but overall I found it pretty boring. I like the dogs just eating a random horse. Boy, things went to shit pretty quick, huh?
A beast with 7 heads and 10 horns!
That was me. You guys missed it. That was my cameo.
The Nosferatu must
Sunlight.
return to the earth by first crow of cock.
It must sleep in its grave by day.
My cock sleeps in its grave.
This isn't a satanic magician!
I'm sorry.
The pair of you!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's just a little stiff.
There is something I must tell you. Something so loathsome, so base.
Nothing you can say will shake me.
I had an orgasm.
I know him.
No.
I met him bowling.
How you fell into his arms as a swooning lily of a woman.
Ha!
Our love was supposed to be sacred.
please.
You never listened. Where is that which is so precious to you? For these things.
For you!
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We should never have married. We are already dead.
Oh, it's snot.
I shall send for Dr. Seavers.
I'll be good. I promise.
You're trying to eat here. Your snot-flavored Jack Black Doritos?
Never please me as he could.
Your bulge is inadequate.
Please.
Ew. He's not getting the job done.
Let him see our love.
She's like trying to make him jealous. She's almost flopping around like a dummy.
Keep away from me. I'm unclean.
Never.
Some guys like great. Like I said, I'm kind of borderline on her performance. Heavy inspiration from Isabella Gianni. Tongue scene was creepy. It was very Evil Dead 1 to me. That'd be great if he woke up just shooting the gun. Blood tastes like Lunchables. Gross. Cool looking caskets.
Your disease is mine has brought all of this outrage! Stop this! Your very presence!
You must
Just
hear us.
be wrong!
Friedrich! In heathen times, you might have been a great priestess of Isis. In this strange and modern world, your purpose is of greater worth. You are our salvation. I will keep your husband at bay tonight.
So they're gonna trick him, because if he knew that she was the one who had to do it, he would attempt to interfere. Right on the mole.
Promise you shan't return to me till he is no more.
Is he gonna, like, kill himself in the mausoleum?
Your tender embrace keep me now in bliss, away from everlasting sleep.
Jump scare? Oh, damn it.
We must set fire to their infected bodies.
Yeah, he just died of the plague. Glaucoma.
Oh, God. Go forward, Thomas. Set free the demon's body.
Shouldn't have worn my Crocs today. They're yellow, too. They'll think it's cheese. Surprise! Nobody there. Oh!
I should have been the Prince of Rats, but he cares only for his pretty bride. Strike again. I am blasphemy.
Die, you accursed mistress of hell!
He pursues Ellen.
It must be her! He cannot resist her blood!
You knew all I would not be here. This is not moral!
God is beyond our morals! You cannot outrun her destiny! For when the sun's pure light shall break upon the dawn, redemption!
They had to give Willem a little scene there for himself. It felt so out of character for him to do that little laugh, like he became unhinged there at the end. I don't know. It was a little weird. Almost obligatory. Like they had to give him a scene like that. Watch your shadow now. Don't bump over my shelf of amiibos. Neat.
Du gib dir esta ab tua volia.
I do.
Tu esti mea.
Could have at least tried to comb your hair, dude. Jeez. It's your special day. You're gonna look fucked up in the wedding pictures. Thought he already bit her. Warlock boss theme. I don't think there's gonna be a fight, dude. This is a really weak way for him to go out, too. I guess he just cares more about fulfilling whatever pact he was supposed to have to reclaim her with his soul, or I don't know, romantic nonsense, than not dying. Because he's got to know by now. He's like, well, you know, it's over. You know, I'm fucked. Is it weird I am totally into this? No. You want me to put on my Nosferatu wig? He looked at her with menace, too, like it was her fault. Haha, beta. Cucked. Haha. Cucked by a dead man with a comb over. Cuckferatu. Nosfer cucks you.
A willing sacrifice thus broke the curse.
Pretty dumb. Yeah, Willem Dafoe knew how this was gonna happen the whole time. I wonder if that's natural light there, if they had a big light just to get that shot. Oh, cool. That was a cool ending shot. He's got no ass. Well, not anymore, no. All right, well, that was Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. I did like it. I think the message of this movie is really that love is just gonna occur the way it occurs, and you can't do anything to stop it. And, you know, if something's not meant to be, then it's just not meant to be. If it's your destiny to be cucked by a vampire, then, you know, that's just it. She's just not that into you. She wasn't convulsing for Thomas like that. No way. No way. You could tell. You could tell there was no real chemistry there. Maybe if he grew his mustache out, I don't know. You know, just having finished the movie, comparing it to Robert Eggers' other films, I don't think I liked this as much as I liked The Witch or The Lighthouse. I liked it more than The Northman. He went with a more, like, mainstream approach to it. I think not having an indecipherable German dialect or anything whenever the people talk. The music itself just felt very cinematic. A lot of the kind of obligatory jump scares, and while I liked a lot of the dialogue, it seemed like every character had their own little monologue type moment, and it felt very studio, I guess is a good word. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's something that I kind of felt watching the Northman too, where I was kind of taken out of the experience of watching a movie throughout that by how produced it was, I suppose. That's not a huge complaint though, because overall I think it was pretty good. I understand a little bit the complaints that people have had, not just with Lily-Rose Depp's acting, although I really don't think it was that bad. She wasn't phenomenal, but wasn't terrible. The other guy, Aaron Taylor Johnson, yeah, he was getting ripped to shreds on Reddit. And of course, I didn't read too much into it, but a lot of the complaints were just about his acting. It's very difficult whenever you're trying to do something that is purposely melodramatic and not have it fall into just schlocky territory. But I think this rode the line pretty well. I love the set design. I love the way everything looked. The cinematography was great, if a little too dark, and I think that's mostly because of the reliance on natural light for a lot of it. I don't know too much about late 1800s Germany, but I would imagine that tried to get it to look period accurate. All the clothing, that stuff looked great. It didn't look like something that they just pulled out of like a stage play trunk. One of the writers credited on this movie is Bram Stoker. Maybe he got a lot of lines, like direct lines taken from the book. I'm not sure. Yeah, I gotta rate this, right? Jeez. I mean, I'd give it a 4. We watched the extended cut too, so even with the 2-hour, 16-minute runtime, it didn't feel like it was like heavily padded or anything. Maybe a little front-loaded. He's getting ready to go on a trip, and, you know, we can see that she's troubled and doesn't want him to leave and so on and so forth. But that wasn't egregious. No, I think it was paced pretty well. I'd give it a 4. I'd give it a 4. I might have liked it more had I not read that thing about how Lily-Rose Depp was trying to be like Isabella Gianni, because I don't quite think she nailed it. Really, I'm trying to think of like, was there any other actor that I thought was like spotty or weird or maybe like a little too over the top? Maybe the guy who played Canuck maybe was a little bit over the top, but that's the kind of role, that Renfield type of a role, where you do have to like overact. Nicholas Hoult, I have no complaints with him. I could kind of tell watching Renfield that he was a decent actor. It's just, you know, spending most of your time playing off Awkwafina, it's kind of difficult to let your chops shine. But no, 4. I think that's my final offer. Take it or leave it. He worked with Awkwafina in that movie, yeah. He had more scenes. Dude, he had more scenes with Awkwafina in that movie than Nicolas Cage, which sucked because that was like the best parts of the movie. Like I had thought that a movie called Renfield that was supposed to be about the dysfunctional relationship between Renfield and Dracula would have a lot more scenes with Renfield and Dracula, but no, they gave so much screen time to Awkwafina, and she is not good. How does that lady get so much work? I don't know. She signed a contract with, it's Walt Disney. Walt Disney shows up in a Vlad the Impaler coat, and then she gets to be a rapping pelican.
I was like, wow, chicka, wow, wow, chicka, wow.